Hey guys, Romie here. So this is my review for. Actually, this is how I'm going to do it. So yes, I will be reviewing Big Brother, the show Big Brother, this season, just like I did with season 18. It has already started. I know I'm a day late. Forgive me, forgive me. What I'm going to start off with first is introducing you to the house guests. Then I'll have a separate video where I actually do the review for the season premiere, because that won't take that long, period. I'll actually talk more about the individual house guests than the season premiere itself. Now, the first house guest is Alex. Alex, she's Asian, she's cute, she's a nerd, but she's also fit, and she's also a little quirky. So as we know in the Big Brother house, when it comes to people who are quirky, if they don't get in the lines fast, they are usually kicked out because they get on people's nerves. They don't really know how to fit in. She's, technically a marketing rep, but like I said, she goes to the gym, but she loves Netflix, but she loves hiking, driving, biking, all this stuff. So she's actually, if you think about it, more so a well-balanced player than she probably gives off. Cameron, which, spoiler alert, if you did not watch episode 1, I'm about to do a big spoiler. You've been warned. This is about who's been evicted. Cameron. He is also a nerd. He's a microbiologist, but he's also a nerd who stays in shape. What their version of in shape is. And so he feels like he'd be a good asset. He talks like this. He just talks to these opinions. He comes really nervous and all stuff. That's the type of person who they kick out first, which is what they did. He already got the boot. There's no point in me pretend like it didn't happen. It happened. Do I feel bad? No, not really, because it's a Big Brother house. But and how it happened, now that was interesting. So we don't really need to talk about him unless they're going to do some weird twist. Now, mind you, Alex is 28. Cameron was 24. Christmas is a boss. I already see she is an athlete. She's a CrossFit champ, and she actually runs her should I say she runs her own fitness? I guess kind of, but she's definitely going to be seen as a huge competitor, and that's what actually happened in the first episode. That put a huge target on her back, even though with what she did in that episode, you would have thought, oh, okay, maybe not so much. No, the people are smarter than that. Then, moving on, we have Cody. Cody, he's also, most of the people this season are pretty athletic. That's what I actually noticed. There aren't really any duds this season. I guess because they wanted to make it more interesting with the competitions. They need people who can actually compete and make it a little bit more competitive so that it's not like week 35 and you're like, oh my god, now I'm super bored. No. Now, did I say week 35? week like 12 or 15, and you're like, oh, okay, all the really strong people are kicked out. And I believe Cody, if I'm not mistaken, he might have been one of the people who was also, because this season's also heavy on armed forces, and just in case you guys are wondering, why you keep looking down? That's the reason. This is where I'm getting the information. Next off, we have Dominique. She is Bible thumper, which respect to her for that. She's also a government engineer. Yes, a government engineer, as in she works for the government, as in she can't tell you what her actual job is. And she comes off as very strong, also probably come off as high strong. I don't know how long she's going to be. Once people kind of see her personality, I'm not so sure she's going to last that long unless she starts winning competitions. Now we have the radio personality, Elena, and I like her. I feel like she's just a cool person. I feel like she's just cool, period. Now, here's her thing. I don't know how great she's going to be competition-wise. I feel like she's well-rounded, so it may work out, but there's just something. But she's good TV. She's good TV, like her voice. Obviously with the radio personality, but even if she wasn't, I still like her voice, period. Jason is a cowboy. He's a cowboy, he's actually a rodeo clown, and he's also an auctioneer. Jason's like this, and he just has all this energy, and I'm personally fine with it. I know a lot of people won't be. I know that puts a target on your back. We'll see how long that lasts. Jessica is a VIP concierge. Essentially, she's in LA. She's hot. She's hot, and she goes and gets people to go and pay more for services they shouldn't be paying for anyway. And like I said, she's probably gonna go and flirt her way to stay safe. I already see that coming. Jillian. Jillian is another quirky person. She's the one with the backstory of, oh, my family, we're all overweight, and so we went down to wherever it was to get not plastic surgery, to get weight loss, and so we lost like 50 pounds each or something like that. She seems like a nice person, but I don't know how long she's going to last. She doesn't seem like someone that would be great for at least the physical competitions. We haven't done any type of, you know, we did kind of see a mental one, but not a mental one where it's like, what's 5 plus 5 type. So I'm not sure about her. She already was kind of on the risk of being out before the season premiere was done, so that's a risk. Now, Josh, is it Josh or Jose or Jose? I don't think it's Jose. It could be Jose. It could be Josh. I'll know for my review tonight. I'll get that down pat. But he's from Miami, Florida. He's still in Florida. He again has this big personality. He loves the ladies. He loves to have a good time and party. And I can see him. I don't know why, but I can see him being annoying very quickly to the other house guests. He seems like the type where at some point, they're going to be like, okay, this guy has to go. I think he's going to be a potential hothead. And hothead as an emotional hothead. I don't know. He doesn't seem balanced enough. And I thought maybe with the entrance of someone familiar that he could have paired up, but that would have been a dumb move. Now Kevin. Kevin, he's a family man. He has, like 7 kids. And even though he's like that cool old, because he's 55, so I guess you can categorize him as the cool old dad that everyone who's younger likes to be around and enjoys because he likes to have fun and he keeps up with the time. But his hairstyle reminds me of like one of the characters from Batman. I said, not today. Not today. He definitely just comes off as a character. I think they tried to play up this whole, not mob, but definitely gangsta mentality. At least when he was growing up, he's like, now things are different. I think he can do well because he's thinking. He's thinking with his head. He's really thinking about what's going on in this house. Who should I align with? Who shouldn't I? But he better not do too much of this because people talk. Now, Mark. Mark, he's a personal trainer. He's a big guy, but he's a teddy bear on the inside. The issue with that is people who are the teddy bears, they're either really emotional and crying when things get really tough as the game progresses and people get irritated, or he becomes a hothead in the sense where instead of just calming down, keeping his cool, he just seems super emotional. People are like, oh, okay, we can't align with him because who knows what he's going to do. Matthew, he was actually in the, what was it? A lot of people were armed forces. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that one of the people that were in armed forces, for some reason I want to say Cody. I want to say Cody and Matthew were both in the armed forces. And the thing is that Matthew kind of reminds me of Cody, so I'm a little surprised they haven't linked up yet. I just think that I wouldn't even call them all American because nowadays what does that mean? But I think they're there to win. They're there to have fun but win, and so they're not going to take much crap. That's the type of vibe that I get from them. Megan, she's also again armed forces, but she's going with the persona that she's only a dog walker. And the thing with her is, again, she's naturally quirky, and that may be fun and entertaining to watch for our viewing pleasure, but in that house, they'll pick you alive. Now, during the season premiere, what ended up happening is Paul is back. Yes, your boy. Friendship. Paul is back. But Paul is back with the precursor of someone else had to take his spot, which was Cameron. And Paul is still Paul. I don't know if they're going to go and try and kick him out next week because of how he came back and with the twist, or if he's going to, make some power moves and be protected by the people because they feel like, oh, okay, maybe he's the person I should be working with. Ramsey's black, gay, and a cosplay artist. Cosplay is those people who love to, dress up as different characters from like video games and cartoons. And I said, oh, he's another quirky one. This cast actually seems kind of mature. I don't know how you're gonna fit in. I hope that he just slows it down a little bit because in that house, like I said, they will pick you apart quickly. And if you're just too animated and too excited, and in their face, if you're happy, they're happy. But if you're happy and you're also like, then you're like, oh my God, we need to kick him out. People get very petty like that. But I think that he's smart enough to know I need to go and be fun and happy-go-loving and know everyone, talk to everyone. Well, I hope he doesn't talk to everyone because then they're gonna go and make him look like the bad guy. And the last person is Raven. Wait a minute. No way. We didn't go through. That was not 16 people I talked. Wow. Maybe it was. Oh, yeah. So the last one is Raven, and Raven, she's a dance teacher. She's a sweet little Southern girl. At least that's what she wants you to believe. And she's also another quirky one, but I definitely think that she can be extremely conniving. So I'm just waiting to see how that all plays out. So yeah, that was it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, the season has already started. Not normally, but last year I did this before the season started, so I'm a little bit behind. I apologize. Let me know what you think of the season. Are you gonna watch? And yeah, stay tuned because up next is my review for part 1 of the season finale. Yes, I said fur instead of four. Fur.